Hi.
Hello.
Hola. How are you?
It's a pleasure to be here. It's my first time here, and it's amazing. So we are very happy. I thank you for being here.
I'm very happy too to be here. This is my second time in Istanbul. And yeah, I remember when we came here like 2 years ago, and latest project, which was a meal, our research and interpretation center in the Cordillera Los Andes, in quite in the middle of the mountains of Moray in Cusco. Just in front of this masterpiece designed by the Incas, which used to be an agricultural lab, of course designed by this culture, and where there is a lot of things happening, and where we spend probably most of our time on ideas. Um, and then, yeah, I came with my sister, Malena, and I have to give her some credit, of course, because she was here with me, and we were talking about how this place was going to give us a huge impact in our lives, and also in the way we are thinking and cooking. So it was pretty amazing because in those days Malena was in charge of all these projects that connect art, science, different fields to food. And after 2 years, like now, we've just come with some very good information, very good data, more accurate information, was important about what was going on there in these areas where we had very little contact. So it's most of the time the three of us working together, and we mostly go to the Andes, and then we have a very close distance to the Amazon, so it's quite very good for us to understand and have this feeling of understanding. For us, which is important, is to understand what is the context, where we are when we talk about all this sustainable biodiversity and all these things, but the context. That is important nowadays for us. And also this feeling of being immersed, and this immersion on this very deep and known natural and cultural ecosystems. So we're gaining a lot, and of course, as we gain, we have to give back. So it has transformed the way we're seeing things into more responsibilities.
Yes, and in the other hand, we are in our 12th year with Central, and also in our second year in a new space, a new home, and of course, more people, a big team. And we designed this place for the experience we want to live, we want to enjoy, we want to provide. And this place, of course, give us more access and more information we can study. This is the new place. So Virgilio, we are going to prepare 2 dishes today.
Yeah, but before, the theme was inspiration, and we want to show you just a little bit of what really inspired us, which is a landscape context. Please. Yeah, video will be coming. Okay, thank you. So most of the menus we do based on this vertical idea of, I was talking about meat, and probably you've seen some images about these terraces, circular terraces that they actually create different ecosystems. And there are many theories, and one of them is like, and has a, well, which actually tell us that sometimes between each terrace there was a difference of 10 degrees in each terrace. And you know, these cultures, they were able to create different ecosystems and different quality of soil, and also microclimates and well, different systems anyway. So in this case, they were able to grow different products, and they were able to understand, you know, how can we make our seeds more, let's say, powerful. So our first dish is going to be
Arapaima.
Arapaima.
No? We call also paiche. So this is the belly. We are going to use the belly. And we marinate in some achote oil, some herbs from the Amazon, and we dry in the fridge for 15 days, and then we take out, and we can slice really thin.
So basically, the idea is to use only 2 ingredients, and just open, like, be open to do different preparations with these 2 ingredients. One is the paiche, the other one is going to be cacao.
So we have the belly.
Yeah. I'll be going with, you know, once we scratch the belly of the paiche, we get this leftover of flesh, and then we have a macambo seed, which is the macambo is another fruit that is coming from the family of the cacao. It's the Theobroma macambo, and we make a powder of this, and then we make a powder out of this, and then we make a kind of a dough with the leftover of fish, mostly this part of the belly, and then we make a dough, and we fry this dough, and then we have these two pieces, which we're serving into the skin of the arapaima, the fish.
And you want this one?
Yeah. So most of the things that we do with the meat, and any part of the meat in this case, we're doing. We just like we're cooking the meat of the paiche, and we roll it up, then we steam it, and then we do 2 pieces that could be like. Can I have a knife, please? So this is something that we're using in the restaurant now, and not just as it looks, as a sausage or chorizo. So this will go probably right here.
And then, to make it more fresh, we use some dry flowers, some herbs, some stems. And we finish with this crispy of the skin.
So here we have different preparations with the fish, which is called paiche. Thank you. So we're gonna go.
We're gonna finish also.
Oh yeah, more.
We forget, and we use the head of the arapaima to make a broth. This time we put huito, that is a fruit also from the Amazonas. It's a black one. So the idea is to use all the fish, all the parts, and to make a lot of preparations.
Okay, let's put this. Yeah, I hope you can see all these preparations. And we're going to do the same with the cacao. Pia, if you open the cacao, please.
This one is Peruvian.
So it's a good thing that we are in meal while we get there, like some of us like once a week. That's what we try from Lima. It's just 1 hour, and from meal from this place, we get to the Amazon. I mean, to the place where we get the cacao, and it's 5 hours by car. So it makes it very easy for us to get the not easy, but it gets more approachable to get cacao, fresh cacao. Which in this case is the chuncho cacao, which is a native variety of Peru. And what we do is we produce the cacao in our flavor lab in Cusco, in mill, and then we have our own cacao produced by just the kitchen of mill, the chefs. So then we have different, of course, understanding of cacao. Now we're making a paste with the seeds, and then these kind of flakes we're getting while we press the nibs to obtain the cacao oil. So we get these quite not very flavorful flakes, but just something like beautiful and with a really crispy and nice texture. Let's put this. So this is going to be our first preparation with cacao. Second one, Pia, we want to go?
One.
Yeah. This is when we get the cacao, probably, so we have the seeds, and of course we're using the pulp. Maybe you can show this how.
Yes.
Yeah, we're using the pulp. So we just freeze this juice. And we put a little bit over there. And also because this is quite like it's like as soon as we open, because it oxidizes very easily, we just open, we get the juice, we get this kind of gelatin texture, and then with what is inside the seeds, we just dry them with cane sugar. We get this different texture.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, well, this is just an example of what we can do with fresh cacao. So then what we do is I use what I was saying, macambo seeds to thicken, and also we're thickening our cacao with the macambo seeds powder. So we have this kind of dehydrated texture of the cacao paste, and then we are doing the lyophilization of the cacao pulp, which is right here. Oh, no, let's try. Let me get this. This looks like well, it's powder. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. So that's a freeze-dried cacao pulp.
Then we have the same pulp of the cacao. We're gonna cover with mashua. This is the mashua, also from the Andes. We slice really thin and then dry. We're gonna cover, and then we finish with the same cacao. Some macambo, and we make like a shapes.
So and then we just infuse the shells, the skins of the cacao, and we're having a frozen infusion of the shells, and we just finished this with some aromatics, these Amazonian herbs, turmeric, and annatto. As all the things we do, mainly in Central, is are coming from just one region, and this is coming from the elevation of the high Amazonas.
And to finish,
so this is the not fermented paste of cacao. Toasted, and then we just add some water. Again, a little bit of cane sugar, toasted nibs, and then some more nibs on top.
On the top. So this is cacao.
Thank you so much. I have to thank you to this audience, and thank you for bringing us from all the way from Lima to Istanbul. We've been having a great time here, and well, again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Virgilio Martinez and Pia Leon. We'll keep you here on the stage, please. And you will be getting actually a special award, and that is the Inspiration Award for this year. Since we're talking about inspiration this year, you will be getting the prize from Mr. Sökmen. Gastronomasa özel ilham ödülüne layık görüldüler ve şimdi Sayın Gökmen Sözen ödülünü takdim ediyor.